Let's see how she starts up. We had some freezing rain last night, and as you can see, this is just ice, so I'm gonna need a scraper before we can drive. Oh, just a hard layer of ice. That's not good. Plastic bag with hot water, and it did the trick to get the thick layer of ice frozen down a little bit. So we've made a little bit of progress here, and our vision is cleared up. That was not fun though. It started snowing pretty hard and it's freezing this morning. All right, as you can see, we finally got on the road after a lot of scraping, getting back in and realizing I need to do more scraping. There was a lot of ice on this Volvo, but now that I've been driving it around a bit on these icy and snowy streets, I've started to get a feel for it and feel comfortable behind the wheel in this kind of weather. So yesterday we had some freezing rain, so when I got out to the Volvo, it was covered in a thick sheet of ice. That set the day behind a lot, and I wasn't able to get the video with this car. I was hoping to, but maybe today will be the start. Alright, so finally getting a chance to film some driving in the Volvo 240 here today. It is now the evening. The roads are very slick and icy, but overall I'm impressed with the Volvo 240. It must have pretty good weight distribution, being a wagon and all. Even though it's rear-wheel drive, it's not too squirrely, and it doesn't have too much trouble getting started from a stop. And the rear-wheel drive, plus 5-speed manual transmission, and being a wagon, makes it so much fun to drive. And you can give it a little gas and kick it out a little on the turns, which is also a little fun. The fact that it's a wagon, being rear-wheel drive and a 5-speed manual, just makes it so cool for me. And there's nothing like seeing a wagon sideways. But this is by no means a car that I would beat on, but it doesn't take much in the slippery roads to do a little here and there. You can see that when I press the brake light, the light out indicator does come on. That's because of the third brake light that's built into the trunk. The wiring runs through the hinges, and it's a common failure point. But both my taillight brake lights are thankfully working right now. This Volvo has a really clean and really well kept interior for the age. There's hardly a single sign of any crackage or wear in the dash, which is amazing. It even has this real strip of wood trim. And since it's a later model, 1993, it has SRS airbags. But what's so cool about this car is that it's the very last year of the Volvo 240. So for a model of car which its production ran for so many years, from 1978 or 1979 to 1993, I have the newest one. But the main characteristics and features still remain the same throughout all those years. So I'm so grateful that I found this vehicle in particular to get to experience the 240 to this extent. I was a little worried with all the recent snowfall how squirrely this car might be on the road compared to my front-wheel drive Volvo 850. But overall I was surprised and happy with how it handles on the icy roads and the snowy conditions. It's not as much like when you're driving a rear-wheel drive pickup truck on icy roads that it feels like you can slide out at any moment. As with any car, you do want to be careful, but all in all, I'm really happy with how it behaves.